Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are going to talk about something very important for every English learner. Many people study English for a long time, but they still feel nervous when they try to speak. They forget words quickly, lose confidence, and sometimes feel stuck even after months or years of learning. But here is the good news. Becoming better at English is not only about natural talent. Most successful learners improve because they build smart habits, practice regularly, and stay patient with the process. Small actions repeated every day can completely change your English over time. In this lesson, we will talk about simple but powerful ways to improve your English faster and more naturally. Everything will be explained in easy English, so just relax, listen carefully, and enjoy learning together. One of the most important habits for learning English is practicing every day. Many learners study very hard for 1 or 2 days, then stop practicing for a week. After that, they start again with new motivation, but the cycle repeats. This slows improvement because language learning needs regular contact. Think about exercise. If someone goes to the gym only once in a while, the body changes very slowly. English learning works in a similar way. Your brain becomes stronger through daily repetition and daily exposure. The good thing is that you do not need to study all day long. Even 20 or 30 minutes every day can make a big difference over time. A short daily habit is much more powerful than studying for many hours only once a week. Try to bring English into your normal daily life. Listen to short English videos while walking. Read simple stories before sleeping. Repeat useful phrases while doing housework. Small habits may seem unimportant at first, but repeated daily, they create real progress. Another important thing is discipline. Many people wait for motivation before they practice, but motivation changes all the time. Some days you feel excited, and some days you feel tired. Successful learners continue practicing even on difficult days because they understand that fluency grows through consistency. Creating a simple routine can help a lot. Maybe you listen to English every morning for 15 minutes. Maybe you read 1 page every night. Maybe you practice speaking loudly for 10 minutes in the afternoon. When English becomes part of your routine, learning feels more natural and less stressful. Patience is also extremely important. Some learners expect fast results. After 2 weeks, they ask, "Why am I not fluent yet?" But language learning takes time. Even children spend years learning their first language. English improves slowly through listening, repetition, mistakes, and daily practice. Another powerful habit is surrounding yourself with English. Change your phone language to English. Watch simple English content online. Listen to podcasts while relaxing. The more English your brain sees and hears, the more comfortable it becomes. Many people quit too early because progress feels invisible at first, but often the brain is improving quietly in the background. Then, one day, you suddenly notice you understand more words, speak more smoothly, or think faster in English. That progress comes from all the small daily efforts you made before. Another important lesson is this: do not make English feel like punishment. Try to enjoy the process. Learn through stories, conversations, music, podcasts, or topics you truly like. Enjoyable learning is easier to continue for a long time. Now, let's talk about grammar. Grammar is important, but many learners spend too much time only studying rules. They memorize tenses and formulas for years, but still feel uncomfortable speaking. Why does this happen? Because language is not learned only through rules. Language grows through understanding, listening, speaking, and repeated exposure to real communication.
Some learners become afraid to speak because they are always thinking about grammar. They stop every few seconds asking themselves, "Is this correct? Did I use the right tense?" This creates hesitation and fear. But communication is more important than perfect grammar. If people understand your message, real communication is already happening. Children do not learn language by studying grammar books first. They learn by listening again and again. Their brains slowly recognize patterns naturally. English learners can improve the same way through regular listening and speaking practice. Instead of focusing only on grammar exercises, try learning through conversations, stories, and useful phrases. When you hear correct English repeatedly, your brain starts understanding sentence patterns naturally. For example, if you hear phrases like, "I'm going to work," "she likes coffee," or "they were studying yesterday" many times, your brain slowly becomes familiar with those structures without needing to analyze every rule. Another mistake many learners make is waiting for perfect English before speaking. But fluency develops through speaking, not before speaking. Mistakes are normal and necessary during learning. Simple English spoken clearly is always better than complicated English spoken with fear. Another very powerful method is learning complete phrases instead of single words. Instead of learning only the word hungry, learn full expressions like, "I'm really hungry right now." This helps your brain remember vocabulary naturally inside real communication. Listening also improves grammar naturally. The more real English you hear, the more natural sentence structures begin to feel. Over time, your brain starts recognizing what sounds correct without constant translation or overthinking. So remember this carefully. Grammar should help communication, not block communication. Focus on understanding English, using English, and enjoying English daily. Real fluency grows through practice, repetition, and real-life exposure, not only through memorizing rules. Another very important habit is speaking out loud. Many learners spend months reading and listening silently, but they rarely use their voice. Later, they become frustrated because they can understand English but still cannot speak comfortably. The reason is simple. Reading and listening train the eyes and ears, but speaking trains the mouth. Speaking is also a physical skill. Your mouth, tongue, and voice need regular practice. Many learners actually know more English than they think. The problem is that their speaking ability has not been trained enough. That is why speaking out loud every day is extremely powerful. You can start with very simple practice. Read short paragraphs loudly. Repeat useful phrases. Describe your daily activities in English. Even talking to yourself can help greatly. For example, you can say, "I'm making coffee. I need to finish my work. The weather feels nice today." These small speaking exercises train your brain to use English more naturally. Another excellent method is shadowing. This means listening to a sentence and repeating it immediately, like a mirror. If you hear, "Today is a beautiful day," you repeat the same sentence loudly. Shadowing improves pronunciation, speaking rhythm, confidence, and fluency at the same time.
Recording your own voice can also help. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but slowly you begin noticing your pronunciation, speaking speed, and progress. Over time, hearing your own English voice becomes more natural and less scary. Another important lesson is this: stop translating everything inside your mind. Many learners first think in their native language, then try to change every sentence into English. This makes speaking slow and stressful because the brain is doing extra work. Fluent speakers usually think directly in English instead of translating every word. Of course, this skill takes time to develop, but you can start practicing slowly. Begin with very simple thoughts. "I'm tired." "I need water." "I'm going home." "This food tastes good." Simple English thinking trains the brain gradually. The more often you do this, the more natural it becomes. Another helpful habit is describing your environment in English. Look around your room and say, "My phone is on the table." "The window is open." "My bag is near the chair." These small exercises help your brain connect directly with English instead of depending completely on translation. Listening daily also reduces translation habits. When your brain hears natural English repeatedly, common phrases slowly become automatic. Now, let's talk about vocabulary. Many learners waste time memorizing difficult words they almost never use in real life. But fluent communication usually depends on simple, everyday vocabulary. Focus on useful words related to daily life, work, shopping, family, travel, emotions, food, and conversations. Phrases like, "How was your day?" "I'm feeling tired." "Can you help me?" "I need some time." These simple expressions are extremely useful because people use them often in real conversations. Another important tip is learning vocabulary through sentences instead of isolated words. Full sentences are easier to remember because they contain meaning and context. Listening practice is also very important. Many learners want to speak fluently, but they rarely listen carefully to real English. Your ears need training just like your mouth does. At first, native speakers may sound too fast. You may not understand everything. That is completely normal. The brain adapts slowly through repeated listening. Try listening actively sometimes. Pay attention to pronunciation, sentence flow, and common phrases. Podcasts, interviews, conversations, and beginner-friendly videos can help a lot. Repeating after speakers is especially powerful because it improves listening and speaking together. Another important habit is staying focused while studying. Some learners spend hours studying, but they're constantly checking social media, texting, or multitasking. This weakens concentration and memory. One focused hour is often more useful than many distracted hours. Try creating a calm learning environment. Put your phone away for a while. Focus completely on one activity at a time. Deep attention helps the brain learn faster. Now, let's talk about mistakes. Fear of mistakes stops many learners from improving. Some people understand English quite well, but they stay silent because they are afraid of saying something wrong. But mistakes are a normal part of learning. Every fluent speaker once made thousands of mistakes too. Errors are not proof of failure. They're proof that you are practicing. Speaking imperfect English with confidence is much better than staying silent forever. Another important thing is patience. Many learners quit too early because they expect quick results. But fluency grows slowly through repeated listening, speaking, reading, and practice. Sometimes progress feels invisible. Then suddenly, one day, you realize conversations feel easier and understanding feels more natural. That improvement came from all the small daily habits you continued over time.
Finally, believe in your ability to improve. Many learners hurt themselves with negative thoughts like, "My English is terrible. I learn too slowly. I will never become fluent." But your mindset matters greatly. Strong learners remind themselves, "I'm improving every day. Mistakes help me learn. I can become fluent with practice." Confidence creates action, and action creates progress. So remember this carefully. English learning is not about perfection. It is about practicing regularly, staying patient, and continuing even during difficult days. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep learning, and little by little, your English will become more natural, more fluent, and more confident. Thank you so much for spending this time learning with me today. I hope these lessons help you feel more motivated and more relaxed about your English journey. Keep practicing every day, stay patient with yourself, and enjoy the process of learning. I'll see you again very soon in another English lesson.